Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome back again to Crypto Mall, and this week again, today Sunday, we are going to be checking my top pairs for the week in the Forex market. And like you know, last week was a bump and it was explosive. We had massive profitability. We were up like our analysis was up like 70%, right? And if you took advantage of it, congratulations, right? So this week we are going to be checking it out again. Altogether I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 top pairs for the week, and I'll go after them one after the other. The first one is GBP card. Look at GBP card, what we are doing, and then you see we have a double top here, right? On the weekly time frame is bearish. We are bearish on the weekly time frame. Fortunately or unfortunately, last week we retested this neckline here, right? And then if you go to the okay, this is the daily time frame, this is the weekly time frame, right? This is the weekly time frame, this is the daily time frame, right? All on a bearish signal. The 4 hours time frame is bullish, but you can see we are forming higher low, a higher high, higher low, a higher low, higher high, higher high, higher low, right? But I think it has come to the end of it right about this point, right? So what we are expecting is like I said here, waiting for a shift in structure in the 1 hour time frame to the downside, and then looking for a bearish engulfing to sell. Look at the 1 hour time, we'll be picking it on the 1 hour time frame, and then we are waiting for, like you see, the 1 hour time frame has been on a bullish trend here. We're waiting for a shift in structure. Once the market shifts the structure and breaks let's say it breaks below this side here, right? If it breaks below this area here, then we will be good to enter the market. Or if I just get a bearish engulfing bar from here, we are good to enter the market. A good bearish engulfing bar that can engulf like 3 or 4 of these candles, we are good to go. So that's what we are looking for. Is my top pair, is one of my best pair, because it can play out on Monday, just like last week that gold played out on Monday itself, right? And GBP USD, I think GBP USD too, we are looking for, look at the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, we are bearish on the weekly time frame, right? See, we are bearish on the weekly time frame because we have broken structure here. We have broken the structure here, and then we are retesting here. Unfortunately for us, or unfortunately, it falls around psychological area. Look at 12700, right? It falls around psychological area. So we are looking for a rejection in this side, and then we start selling to the downside again. So weekly is bearish, daily too is bearish, like you see. 4 hours, right, is bullish, but with hopefully some turn bearish. Like you see, it's forming higher low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? But want it to change here. So I'm waiting also for a shift in structure in the 1 hour time frame, right? A shift in structure, and then the confirmation of an engulfing bar. If you can get a shift in structure, let it break below this area. And you see, it's kind of last week before the market closed, it was kind of doing something like that, right? So if you can perfectly reject this area, and you can see the EMA is coming here, if this can break below here and the EMA remains behind, that means we have a sweet and a long way to go to the downside, right? That's why it's my second pair for the week, GBP USD. Then GBP JPY. And GBP JPY is more like this week, I guess GBP will be losing this week, right? Will be going down this week, right? So that's why majority of it is like this. Like you see this one, I didn't even see this head and shoulder before. I'm just getting to see it now. You can see this is a head. Let me put it here. But while I was even analyzing, I didn't even check it. This is a head and a small shoulder here. A small shoulder here, right? So what we are expecting is basically for market to retest, to come back and retest this area before we start selling back. Like you can see the daily time frame, right? And sincerely speaking, this has broken to this point. It might not come back here, and it might still come back. I hope it will come back. If not, if it leaves us, we are going out of the trade. We will not enter the trade. But at the same time, if it comes back, that's an opportunity for us to enter the trade. But if we don't get it, we don't get it, right? So that's it for that. So we're expecting what's it called, we're expecting to get a lower high. You can see it's forming a lower low, lower high. So we are expecting a lower high, low around this side in the 4 hours time frame to then give us a bearish engulfing bar, to then give us a lower low where we will sell from here, right? So that was what we are expecting on GBP, JPY, and then immediately after it is GBP, USD, JPY. And just like you see, these two are quite similar because JPY is ending the PS. Like JPY is the later part of the PS, so it shows that these two signals might just sink and go in the right direction. Meanwhile, I told you I entered this trade last week, but I closed out because I don't want to trade over the weekend. I don't want to hold the trade over the weekend. So what we might just see, if this doesn't continue to sell like this, what we might just see is a retest in this area. Then we expect a bearish engulfing bar and then start selling. We analyzed this week this pair last week, though we expected to buy, but it didn't give us the right opportunity to buy here. Like you see, this was last week. It didn't give us the our signal to buy here at this point. Instead, it started selling, and once I noticed that it started selling and it retested this place, I started selling with the market. Like I said, don't be emotional about this market. Whatever it gives you is what you should trade with, right? So USD JPY, we are also selling, so we are expecting a retest at this area, and then gives us, if we don't get our signal here, if we don't get a bearish engulfing bar here, we'll wait for it to touch this place, right? And if it escapes this one, it didn't give us a signal too, that means market have scattered. We'll not actually be interested in trading this pair again. And then we have GBP CHF. And GBP CHF, look at the weekly. We have the weekly here is bearish. Weekly is bearish. If you look at it, it looks like GBP card too. Look at this. Let me show you. Look at the double top we have here, right? Double top here, and then is retesting the neckline of that double top, and that was what we had at what's it called, GBP card to see the double top, and is retesting the neckline of that double top, right? So we are basically expecting the same thing for what we expect. We are expecting in GBP card is what we are expecting in GBP CHF, right? This is GBP CHF, yeah. What we are expecting is GBP CHF. So, like I wrote here, what we are expecting is waiting for a shift in structure on the 30 minutes time frame to the downside, and then we sell. So, once, let me show you the 30 minutes time frame. Right, see it here. You see the 30 minutes time frame is going up, is bullish. Right, so once we get a shift in structure and we get a lower low and a lower high, then we can then look for our bearish engulfing bar and then start selling to the downside. Fortunately for us too, it is at this around psychological area 1.12, is it 1.12300, right? So if you reject perfectly here, we have a long way to go. Let me show you. Week, we have quite a long way to go, right? Look at it, very sweet market. At least if you can trade it to this point, that's good amount, right? So that's all for yes. And then we have gold, our continuation of gold, right? Last week we were bearish on gold, but we didn't enter on time. It was so painful because the market played out too well. See, this last year we said we were going to sell around this place, but we missed out and it went mad, right? But I still caught one or two of it, even though I chopped stop loss too. Like this one, I caught a sweet 1:1 ratio 2 here, right? This one hits my stop loss, even though I was in profit already. Like you see, almost my take profit before I hit the stop loss. And then this one, I'm still on the trade on one of my accounts, and I've closed out in one of the second one because we are still in profit, right, at the moment, and it might just play this out, right? I might still leave it because we are just expecting these marks to retest this line and then start selling back, right? Like you see, retest this line and they start selling back. And if we have a bad day and they didn't retest this line and start selling back, it might just retest this place and start selling back, right? And you see the EMA is already behind all these candles, so it's a sweet I mean, fantastic opportunity for us on this pair, right? So if you can just get, you see, the EMA is already coming behind this, right? And it's not a switch opportunity, right? And that is for the pairs, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I have my next pairs, which I'm not too hyped up about them, right? Because that's Euro AUD. I might take them, I might not take them, but they are my second list, right? Euro AUD, AUD NZD, right? You're expecting a sell too, and then USD card. USD card, I don't know what it's playing now. Even though we made profit from it last week, we made a lot of profit from it, but I'm still expecting it to buy, right? But at the moment, I'm just chilling on it. I might take it, right? But I'm just keeping my cool on it because I'm thinking we might want to do something crazy and touch this place before the mad move comes on. And again, we might want to just, like you say, a bullish engulfing buy here. We might just want to continue buying to the upside, right? So I'm still skeptical about GBP, though for the whole month and even next year, USD card is my top pair. It's one of my top pair because I know it's going to do mad and massive movement, right? Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please do well to take advantage of these pairs in the week. And on Friday, by the grace of God, again, I'll do a recap on how profitable we are, and then we'll move from there. Till I come your way again, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And in case you want somebody to manage your portfolio for you, do well to DM me, and then we'll talk from there. See you another time. Peace.